Are you struggling with slow internet speed which is bottling down your bandwidth? So, this video is all about the tips which you can use to maximize the usage of the bandwidth of your internet. So, welcome back to our channel. So, we'll be trying and improving our internet speed. So, this is my setup with a BSNL 3G SIM and a Micromax 3G data card. I'll keep the link in the description below. If you want, you can also check it out. So, I have inserted the SIM in the dongle and I have plugged that into the laptop. So the dongle comes with the software through which you can operate the dongle. So next we'll go to our desktop and we will run the speed test before making any changes to the internet connections. So we will go to this Ookla website, and when we go to that website you can press this go button. Then it will test the ping, upload and download speed of your internet connection. So the process will start very soon. So as you can see now, the ping is around 74 and I'm getting a download speed of 0.80282 Mbps. So it is testing that what is my average download speed, which comes out at 0.53 Mbps at the BSNL 3G SIM. And similarly the upload speed is it is greater than 1 Mbps, but let's see what is the average speed which I will get. So yeah, the upload speed I'm getting is around 2.91 and the download is 0.53. So we will tweak some of the settings of the internet in this Windows 10 operating system, and then again we will run this test and we will see whether it has made any significant improvements or not. So first we will tweak the DNS settings. So you need to go to this bottom corner and open network and internet settings, and then you can see this is the current network which I am using, the Ethernet, which is basically the data card which I have plugged in. So here you need to go to this change network settings and set that as metered connection. So what it does is that it reduces the background downloads, which Windows is very notorious to keep on downloading, thereby consuming your bandwidth. So set that as a metered connection, and then you need to go to this right side panel and select change network adapter options. So here you should select that adapter which you are currently connected with the internet. So here I am using the Ethernet because that is what I am connected to. Here this BSNL and Hex Alpha, these are unconnected, while this Ethernet is connected. So click on that, and then you can go to this top, this ribbon, and change settings of this connection. So click on that, you will get this dialog box. Now what we are concerned is this IP protocol 4. So select that, double click, and then here the top one, use IP address that you keep it automatically, no need to change anything. But here the bottom DNS thing, you press this bottom icon to custom DNS and then type this DNS which I'm showing you. This is 1111 and here at the bottom 1001. So this is our custom DNS. This will significantly improve your web page's loading time. So just remember this 1111 and at the bottom 1001. Then you can close the settings. So next we will disable the Windows updates, because Windows updates it keeps on automatically downloading. So we will press Windows S and go to services dialog box. Here we will go to the bottom of the page where you will find this Windows update. So first you should either make it manual or disabled, it is your wish, but never keep it at automatic. And then you should stop this update. Since I have already stopped, it is showing start option. So this is the first step you should do to disable the Windows update. But Windows is notorious because it will keep on overlapping the settings, so even if you keep it at manual or disabled, it will again keep on running. So for that we will use the policy editor. So Windows S and then type gpedit.msc. So this type of policy editor comes up. So open that. Then this is the setup which we need to tweak to disable the Windows update permanently. So in this left side panel, go to this computer configuration. Okay, and then in the below you can see this administrative templates. Then from here you need to go to this Windows components, and then you should select this Windows update. So little, if you scroll it below, you'll find this Windows update, and then only one setting we need to tweak here, which is this configure automatic updates. In the right side panel you can see here I have already disabled it. If you haven't disabled, it will be enabled for you or not configured. So select that, double click on that, and then keep it as disabled. Okay, so when you disable it, the Windows update will be permanently disabled on your computer. So after that there will be no issues of background downloads by Windows updates. So press OK. So this is one of the method which you can use to reduce the background data consumption by your Windows operating system. Okay, there is no need to tweak any other thing, just keep them as they are. And then we will be changing the background intelligent transfer service. So Windows S and then services. Okay, then you will get this dialog, click on that, and background intelligent transfer service, this is the thing. So right click on that, and after that you should disable it. Okay, because this will automatically get restarted. So always keep this as disabled, apply, and OK. However, we know that Windows is always notorious for overriding our selected options. So again we need to tweak this in the policy editor. Okay, so again Windows plus S, then gpedit.msc, the policy editor tool. So open that, you will get the same interface which you have seen earlier, and then go to this computer configuration, then administrative templates, double click on that, and then you need to go to this network. Okay, and then right side panel you need to tweak the one setting which is limit the maximum network bandwidth. Okay, so double click on that, and you can keep it as enabled. Okay, if it is not configured, please keep it as enabled. So this is the first step you should do, and then you can see here at the bottom there are two boxes. So you need to keep the minimum possible value, because even if it gets started, it will not use high data. So you can keep any of the value. So for example, I had kept 1 till now. So if I want, I can also keep it at 0, means it will not consume any data. Okay, so let me do that. I'll give it 0, and the bottom also box keep 0, and just uncheck that box. Okay, remember that enabled 0, uncheck the box, again 0. So apply, OK. So this is another thing which I have done. Next is, so we'll tweak the MTU. So Windows S command prompt cmd, and then you can do this test like ping google.com -f -11492. I will keep this in the description box. You can copy paste this command in your command prompt, and then you will see that there are losses. This is 100% loss. So the data packets are not efficiently being used. So for that, what we need to do is we need to tweak the MTU settings. So again, since 1492 did not work, so now we will reduce by 10 and keep 1482. Again we are getting that same 100% loss. So this time we will further reduce it by 10. So we will do it 1472. You need to tweak the settings. So now we have kept 1472. Let's see what result it shows. So yeah, now you can see that there is 0% loss. This is important, means this is the right optimal settings for the data exchange between you and the server. So now what we need to do is we can also try and increase the settings. Like for 1472 it worked, now let us try for 1473. Then again you will get the same error, which is 100% loss. This shows that 1472 is the right settings for my operating system. So we have got the correct amount of MTU. So 1472 it is, where we are getting 0% loss in data exchange. So next we will open our calculator. Okay, and then we will type that value 1472 and add 28 to it, so which comes out at 1500. So 1500 is the value. So then again we will open the command prompt, and then again another command prompt I will be pasting in the description box, this one. And here MTU value is set, which is available to your operating system. For me it was 1500, so I kept 1500 and then I enabled it. Now see, all my network connections are at MTU 1500, which is the optimal settings for my operating system. So you need to utilize and decide the operating system MTU for yourself, and then we will run the speed test again. So you can see the ping has come 111, and the download speed has also improved to 1.45 Mbps, and here the upload speed is also 1.85. So this is the new speed, and that was the earlier speed. You can see there is significant improvement. So friends, this was about the video. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to get such regular videos. Also, you can comment your views, queries, etc. in the comment section. Thank you for watching. We will meet again in the next video. Till then, keep hustling.